Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Chew, the place where we ask, am I choosing the way of Jesus or am I choosing my own way? I'm Robert Wallace and I'm glad you joined me. We're going to continue looking at Matthew chapter 5 today. If we look at the first two parables found at the beginning of Matthew 25, we should see the importance of being prepared. And just in case we miss the importance of being prepared, let's look at what Jesus says in verse 34. He says, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world." In the very beginning, God prepared the kingdom for us. He prepared the way for us to enter his kingdom as an inheritance through Jesus Christ. He prepared this way through Jesus for our redemption, reconciliation, and restoration into a right relationship with God himself. And we are called to be prepared and to prepare each day for the day at hand and for the day to come. We have been discussing in these Chews this year our spiritual growth, or preparing, through our devotion time, meeting together with the church family, and being ready to witness to the lost. Jesus tells us what will happen with the separation of his sheep from the goats. He gives us the details on what will separate his sheep from the goats. And our ability to take action is directly related to the steps we've taken to prepare. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." Preparation comes before action, and it's necessary to be successful. Brian Chappell wrote this: "It is often helpful to think that explanations prepare the mind, illustrations prepare the heart, and applications prepare the will to obey God." You hear the harmony in what he's saying here? He put a lot of emphasis on the word prepare. He repeats it. At each stage leads to the next stage. Preparing our passage leads to action. Let me rephrase that. Prepare in our passage leads to action, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. Here's my questions for today. Am I preparing to use the time, talents, and treasures given to me by God for action? Am I still preparing daily for the journey ahead? Am I going to take action on what the Holy Spirit is telling me to do today? Am I going to choose the way of Jesus that leads to life and life in the full, or am I going to choose my own way? I'm praying for us as we go back and reread Matthew chapter 25, specifically our passage. It might be helpful to review the parables that led up to our passage for today. But let's do so, asking the Holy Spirit to give us eyes to see and ears to hear God's truth from his word, to have receptive hearts and minds to receive these truths, and then for the boldness of Christ to take action today, for the courage of Jesus to take action today, and for the commitment of Jesus as our own to take action and follow through. I pray you'll have a wonderful day, my friends. Go in the peace of God. Blessings to you. Bye for now.